Good morning, doctor. My name is Ng Xingying, metric number of 202.182. So here I'm gonna in this video I'm gonna show you how I do my lab 2. So as you can see, I already prepare a configuration of a topology as same as the question. So next, the task step 1. So it want me to like set up the R1. Wait. I'm open CLI. So after that, okay, so device R1, we have to enter system view at first to configure system view. So after we enter the system view, so we have to change the name to R1, which is we just sys name R1, so it can change the name to R1. After that, we use set up the interface via this interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0. It will enter the interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Then we set up the IP address of gigabit this interface via this command address 10 point typo address 10.0.13.124. After that we quit. Then in R1 we set up another gigabit Ethernet face gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1. Then we set up the IP address, which is 10 address which is 10.0.12.124. Then we quit. Then now we set up the loopback IP address via this. We enter interface first, loopback 0, then IP address 0.1.1, then 24. So after that, we check the configuration by this command. We quit first until here. Then we display IP interface brief. So it show us the interface that we did. So we set up this for this IP address and mask. So here's everything that they show up, which is exactly same as the question. So after that we gonna set up R2. So we're gonna do the same first. We enter the system view, then sys name R2. So we change the name first. After that we enter the interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Then we configured IP address for this via IP address 10.0.12.2 something that with mask 24. After that we quit. So the next one is interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/0/2. Then after that we configure it the IP address of 10.0.23.2 with mask of 24. After that, then we quit. After that we set up the interface of loopback loopback 0 with IP address of 10.0.2.2 mask of 24. So after that setup, we check the IP setting via this display IP interface brief. So it will show us our setup just now, which is this one, exactly the same as the question here. So should be fine. After that, we set up R3. As usual, we enter the system view first. After that, we change the name to R3 sysname R3. So we change the name. After that, we set up the interface of gigabit Ethernet 000, then IP address of 10.0.13.3.4. After that, after we set up this, we go to interface of gigabit Ethernet of 0/0/2. Wait, a typo. Okay, so after wait, interface gigabit. Okay, so wait, interface gigabit gigabit. Oh, typo gigabit. Just now we typo, you can see the T, we miss out Ethernet 0/0/2. After that, we set up the IP address 10.0.23.3.24. So we set up now we set the last thing, the loopback address, loopback 0 IP address 10.0.3.3.4. So after that, as usual, we check our setup display interface. IP interface brief. So this is the IP interface. So let's just check 10.0.13. Okay, so okay, should be fine. Now the other thing we have to do, have to ping to 10.1.2.2. So we can see the reply. So we successfully connected. So after that, so next up we're gonna ping to 10.0.13.3. So let's try ping to 10.0.13.3. So yep, it successfully got ping to it. After that, we use the R2 to ping to it. Ping to 10.0.23.3. 10.0.23.3, which is actually 10.0. So after that, so we successfully ping to it. So after that, what we're gonna do is test the connectivity of here to 10.0.13.3. Ping 10.0.13.3. So as you can see, it cannot be connected to 10.0.13.3 because it's not connected yet. So how about this address ping to 10.0.3.3? So as you can see, it is not connected also. So you can see right here, it cannot connect to here. So it is not connected yet. So what we're gonna do is connect it basically. So after that, if like R2 wanted to communicate with this, So it you have to set up something first. So we can display the routing table of R2 first. Display IP routing table. So as you can see, the routing table is all direct, so we have to change it to static. So configure static routes at R2. So how we can configure is this basically IP route static. So we have to enter system view first. System view IP route static 10.0.0.13.024.10.23.3. So what we're gonna do is just tell that it can connect. Wait, so IP route static 10.0.3.0 typo 10.0. Okay, so after that 24 10.0.23.3. So now let's see the routing table of it. Create IP display IP routing table. So you can see got two static. So as the question also the lab manual also got. So basically that's it. So so next up we can configure the backup static route. So in R1 we have to set it like this. So we have to enter the system view first as usual. System view IP route static 10.0.3.0. Wait, typo again. 10.3 and everything 24, and after that 10. It basically tell them like it is connected, something like that. So after that we set route. Oh, okay. So that's typo route static 10.0.3.0 and 10.0.13.3. So okay, so we set up in R2 first, IP route. So as usual we have to enter the system view first. View IP static route 10.0.3.0.255.255.255.0 to 10.0.2.1 preference 80. So let us double check the address first. 55. Okay, alright. After that with IP static route static. So we basically I basically type route static temp route static 10.13.0 2555 255.255.0 10.0.12.1 preference 80 should be working. So after that we set up the next command, which is route static 10.0.3.024 10.0.13.1. So after that this working already. So after that we're gonna set up in R3, which is This which we enter system view first. After that, we set up the IP route static 10.0.12.024 0.13.1. So okay, we successfully set up the static routes. So now we're gonna test the static route. So in R2, we're gonna see the display IP routing table. So we can see there's two static. You can see this. We can connect to 10 this one via the gigabit Ethernet. So it can via this 0.02, then it can go to here basically. So after that, we can test to ping to just now we can't ping right now, should be okay. 0.13.3. Yep, we successfully connected. So after that, we can try another one, ping 10 0.3.3. So yep, it's successfully connected also. After that, let's try to trace the routing table to this IP address 0.13.3. So we can view the path lah. So basically you can see the rules go to this first, then it go to here. So the next one we can check the trace routing table, the path lah. Basically we can check the path via this command. So yep, still it just go to here. So now we test the backup static routes. So firstly we have to disable one route first. We disable this route, then we observe the changes. Can we like go through here to here or something? So let's try to disable it first. So display so interface, let us enter view interface gigabit Ethernet 0. So next up we are gonna, how to say it, like after we enter it, then we shut it down and see what happened. Shut down. So we shut down the basically we shut down this already. So after that, let's try to so this Ethernet already like disable. So let's check display. Wait, let me quit first. Quit display IP routing table. So as you can see it from here, it can go to here via Ethernet 001 only. So it cannot go to here already. So basically we have to like go through here. So yep. So after that, next hook, so preference change. So test the connectivity. Let's test it. Can will it able to connect to 10.0.3.3? So will it able to ping from here to here? So because this line already shut down, so let's try. It is still able to connect. How? Because it can like go through here and here. So we can trace the route. We can trace we can try to ping another IP address first, 10.0.13.3. So let's see. So it can still able to ping like how since like this already shut down, so let's see via the trace route 10.0.13.3. so we can basically see like it go to here and to here first, then before it can go to here. So basically we can trace it now. So let's see, trace rt 10.0.3.3. so you can see it go to here, here to here. Let's try using a default routes to implement network connectivity. So how to enable an interface? So we have to enable the interface first. As usual, go to system view, then we go to interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/0.2. After that, we undo the shutdown. So undo shutdown. So this line is up again. So let's try to verify the ping first from R1. So here, sys we can ping to 10.0.0.23.3. so let's try. Nope, it cannot be connected because we haven't R3 cannot be reached because the route designated for this is not configured yet. So we have to configure it first. Display IP routing table. So as you can see, we didn't connect yet. So how do we connect is via this, enter the system view, then IP route static 0.0.0. So 10.0.13.3. so should be working. So let's try to ping it. Ping 10.0.23.3. so yep, it connected already. So we basically configure the static route already. So how do we configure the backup default route? In R1 we have to enter the system view as usual, then after that we configure the IP route static IP route static 0.0.0.0 0.0.0.0 10.0.12.2 preference of 80. Okay, so in R3 we have to also set it up first. System view IP route static 10.0.12.024 10.0.3.2 preference 80. So after we set it up, we can test the backup route. So let's try to display IP routing table. So this is the static. Yeah, this is the backup route. So after that, so now we try to enter the gigabit Ethernet of this one and we shut it down, and let's try if it can connect. As usual, we enter system view, interface of gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0. So we shut it down and quit. So this already shut down. So as we from R3, we also shut it down first. Phase giga gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0. Shut down. Quick. So it already down. So let's check the R1 routing table. Display IP routing table. So as you can see, this one already what the cost and everything here. The value 80 in the preference column indicate the backup default route is actively forwarding traffic the next hop to 10.0.23.3. So let's try to test the connectivity. Ping 10.0.23.3. So yep, we can get the reply. So let's try to trace it. Trace route 10.0.23.3. Trace route 10.0.23.3. So it firstly it go here, then it go here. So let's try to the final configuration. Let's current configuration. So here's the current configuration. So gigabit shutdown, IP address of this, and subnet mask and everything. Then the gigabit Ethernet of first this Ethernet. Then is this IP address as usual, everything. The loopback, IP route, static. So yep, that's all from R1. So in R2, let's try display typo current. So from R2 we display current configuration. So as you can see, it's same as this IP address and everything should be the same. So yeah, yep. And then now we check the R3 and configuration display current configuration. So let's compare. So this one same loopback, also same IP address, everything, IP static route, everything is same. So yeah, here is my lab 2. So thank you, doctor. So here is the mind map for my lab 2. So what we did in the lab 2 just now is we test our network connectivity. We learn how to configure default static and backup route, and I also learned that for the preference for the backup static route, the preference must be greater than 60 in order to use that. So then the last thing I did I learned is the static route is not suitable for a large network. So that's all. Thank you.